Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Closet Talk. It's out now. So, we are getting into the Keke Palmer. You guys can tell I've done like multiple videos, but I love Keke Palmer. We're getting into Keke Palmer about, I guess, the comparison between her and Zendaya. People were saying that Keke Palmer was bleaching her skin, but I don't believe for that to be true. I've never really, or that has never really gotten that far. For me, I don't know. But let's get into the story.
A lot of times that when you were younger, you wish you were of lighter complexion.
You know what? I talk about this also in my book, where I think that value systems in society, they can make you think you want something else, when really all you want is to be valued.
Right.
And so I think I noticed early on that there was this discrepancy idea with lighter skin and darker skin.
Yes.
I never looked in the mirror and didn't think I was beautiful. But what I hated was that other people thought I should feel less beautiful just because I wasn't a particular skin tone. And I think we see this all the time with how people think that their body should be, or how people think that their face should be, or how people think that their hair should be. And some of that is, just people wanting that. But then a lot of it is based on society's idea of what value is. So it's not really that you want the bigger butt or the smaller waist or the, buccal fat removal or the lighter skin or the darker skin. It's really that you want to be seen of value. And so I talk a lot about like being able to pull back those layers of what really is at the root of.
And I absolutely understand what she is saying, because it's not that I want this, I want the bigger butt, I want the bigger boobs, or whatever it is. But when you look in society and the pressure, social media that they put on you, it becomes like, okay, maybe I should go get this. Maybe I should go get that. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe my skin is too dark. So, and especially for Black women, sometimes it's a lot more difficult because we do think of ourselves like, maybe my skin isn't light enough, maybe this or maybe that. And it's like, no, you're beautiful. Stop it. I mean, they are who they are and you are who you are.
What any of us want.
Right.
It's really just to be accepted.
What do you, when people thought on social media, I saw where I was reading that they thought you were bleaching your skin.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that.
I was like, man, Keke on that Sammy Sosa.
Now, why did Sammy get clocked?
He called
Sammy,
it straight.
he's
My
done
bad.
so much
my
for
bad.
us.
My bad, Sammy. My bad. You didn't catch it straight. You didn't catch it straight.
I'm howling. Yeah, no, I mean, I've never bleached my skin.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. But what about, but then there's the comparisons, you and Zendaya. I think she's even thinner than you, and you pretty thin, Keke. you pretty thin.
Yeah, I mean, I think comparisons are things that people do, specifically to women. And then unfortunately, definitely in our community, they do it based on complexion. I remember, again, I was talking about this in my book, and I go into greater detail, that it's one of those things for me where if you don't see how possible it is for you to achieve so much through me, being the complexion that you think is not deserving or not succeeding, with all that I've succeeded, that's when it's tough, Shay Shay. That's when it's tough for me, because I do all these things and I'm representing us.
Right.
So then you should know that that's a lie.
Right.
That you can, and by the way, I'm not the only one. There's Oprah Winfrey, Viola Davis, Taraji P. Henson, Angela Bassett, Keke Palmer, Naomi Campbell,
Megan Good.
Megan Good. I mean, the list goes on.
on.
And so I think it's fighting against those social constructs that tell our people that because you're this, you can't be that. Because you're that, you can't be this. And so, it's kind of like let me go back to the drawing board and see what I can cook up. But it's one of those things where you can't really change people's perceptions of what their life can be.
Right.
And if it means diminishing you to agree to the status quo that I've accepted so that I don't push myself further, then that's what I'm going to do. But facts are the facts.
Right.
As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style, whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride. BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com. Check out models like the sporty X3, the all-electric i4. Build your dream car today and join me in experiencing luxury and performance that only the ultimate driving machine can offer.
You shaved your head.
Yes.
Was that liberating? Were you like, I mean, what was the thought process? How does one go? A young lady go through the process like, you know what? Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good idea. You know what? I'm about to shave my hair.
I was so.
Let's pause. I didn't shave, but I have cut my hair super low before, and my mom was like, "Are you sure you want to do that, Chanel?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to." Are you positive? I'm like, "Yes, I'm gonna do it." She was like, "I don't think you should." I'm like, "Mom, trust me, it'll be fine." And then when I did it, I was shocked myself because sometimes for us women, it's like it'll grow back. And sometimes our hair is everything, especially for Black women, our hair is everything. So it was like, okay, embrace the new look, embrace it. Don't care about what other people say, just embrace it. And when I went back home to see my mom, she looked at me, she was like, "That actually looks good on you." I said, I know.
So tired, I think, of like, look, I've always been twin refinement. You know, I loved, coming and being a little adult, True Jackson VP. I love to be like, I've got a briefcase on the way and I'm going to own someone's business.
Right.
I've always had that energy. But what happens in the industry, obviously when you're a star or entertainer, people latch on and what they love to sell about you, what they love to commodify, most likely is a part of you. But then it all of a sudden feels like it's away from you. And I felt like as a kid that what was already naturally me became so commodified in a way that it felt like it was out of my control. And so I feel like as I grew up, I was trying to always figure out, okay, outside of what people are trying to control me to be and make me up to be, and these managers and these people, and they're all trying to do, what's really me? And so then you explore. You try new outfits on, you try new hairdos, you try a new attitude, you try a lot of different things. But who you are is always who you are.
Yeah, correct.
And so even in shaving my head, it was a part of the journey of me rediscovering who I am on my own terms. And if I'm going to commodify myself, I'm not going to lose myself. And that's what I found myself to. And so, yeah, I think cutting my hair was a form of me stepping away from all the chaos that people started putting on me and reestablishing.
Worst breakfast.
This is me. I can wear my fro and nope, and I can come here and sit here with this fabulous wig on, stiff wear.
Yeah.
I can do it all, and I don't feel like one is better than the other,
Right.
or I can only do one over the other. And I think sometimes when I was a kid, that was what was being pushed on me.
Were you afraid that, man, damn, what if my hair don't grow back?
I never thought of that, thank God. That probably would have spooky. You know what I mean? That would have been spooky. Spooky hooky. I just thought, girl, cut it off. And then it grew back even better.
There's a comment, it wasn't a comment, it was, you said it. I'm gender fluid. What does that mean?
So I didn't say I'm gender fluid.
What?
I said that I am what people describe as gender fluid, even though I don't necessarily. Oh, wait a minute. I thought you said gender identity. What are you talking about?
Gender fluidity.
Gender fluidity, or you're talking about sexual fluidity? There's so much fluidities.
Yeah. Hey.
So gender fluid.
Oh, you sexually fluid.
So Wendy Williams called me sexually fluid.
What that mean?
It means that you'll date
You a
men and
trisexual
women.
and you'll try anything?
I mean, in so many words, that's what it means. That's what she called me.
Oh, that's what she called you?
Yes,
How
that's what
she
she
know?
called me. Well, she called me that because of my video I Don't Belong. It was a long story.
Okay.
You know, but I was being
Cliff
open.
Notes
I was being open and saying I love who loves me, and she took that as sexually fluid. Now,
okay.
gender fluidity or gender non-conforming, I think I do fit that box in a lot of ways, even though my pronouns are she, her.
Right. Yeah.
But to that, you know, when I won the Vanguard Award at the LGBTQ plus gala, I spoke about how as a woman, so much sometimes of the things that I am, I often did feel I wasn't allowed to be.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like what you were making a joke, but you know, with me having quote unquote high testosterone or showing up in the way that my father has always showed up. It actually is because I admire him so much. You know, I have had very, very strong male figures in my life that taught me to take no mess, to speak up for myself, to hold my head high, to own who I am, to go for what I want. And sometimes people say that's only stuff that men can be. And so for me, going into the world out of being in my family with my dad and his brothers, he's one of 9 boys, all my uncles, my Uncle Reggie used to have me climb on the walls and say, get it, Keke. My uncle would have me banging on the outside stairs saying, Ali Boombaye, Ali Boombaye. You know, they encouraged me.
Right.
And so I think for me, and I think this is what anybody speaks of, they just want to be able to be themselves.
Right.
And don't want all the society idea. You know, I'm a woman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But the men in my life told me that I could also be strong.
Correct.
And I don't want to feel like I'm wrong for that or I can't be who I am.
Yes, guys, there you have it. Us women, black women, we want to just feel like ourselves without and be strong without having that perception on us like you're too masculine, that's for the man, and it's just like no, we're strong. That's the way we're brought up, but we're strong women. It doesn't mean that, or it's not taking away what a man can do for us at all. But I feel like sometimes men don't embrace our masculinity when it comes to a woman. But we want to take away what people put on us and just be ourselves. Okay, guys, just be yourself. You want to cut your hair, cut your hair. You know, I don't do all that whole bleaching the skin, be like no. Love the skin that you're in. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. Closet Talk is out now.